Welcome to the Red Booth Show. I'm Kimberly. On tonight's episode, I have director Naar and musician Mateo Stoneman. They have a documentary coming out about a very interesting mariachi singer. So come and join us.
You know, I'd like to move. It's very, living here is very unproductive.
Okay, you can start by telling us about the new hairstyle. What's that for? For tips or to get some women?
With the women.
Okay. Is it working or no?
Yeah, I'm working.
Yo canto aquí por 8 años. Muchas veces yo estoy en televisión. Would you like to hear my CD? I recorded in Cuba with full orchestra. In Cuba with a couple people from Buena Vista Social Club. I do a lot of parties. You want me to sign it, put my number in there for a party? Or I also take tips if you like to sing? Okay, gracias.
I don't know if I achieve it, but I'd like to be a great singer. Somebody that sang with a lot of feeling. Somebody like a Billie Holiday.
Y siento inmensa emoción. Pasión provoca en mí.
Yo quiero como Hemingway. ¿Conoces a Hemingway? 20 años aquí. Él murió. Let's wait a minute. We gotta let the applause die down. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so hello Mateo.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, good.
And hello Aaron.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, thank you for joining me today.
Of course.
Yeah, these guys have a documentary that is about Mateo, and I would say his exploits in attempting to get into the mariachi business. Would that be a good description?
Mariachis is like a Mexican music, like boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
That name kind of got attached to me in the media, but I don't, you know.
That's not the only kind of music that you do, right?
Yeah, I don't really, I'm not really a mariachi singer, but if you want to say that, go ahead, because everybody else does.
Well, why do they all say that?
I don't know, one interviewer said that, and it kind of stuck with me.
Really?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, so what would you qualify your singing under? Or your music under?
You know, like I sing a lot of boleros, which are like, you know, like the romantic music.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to start singing that style?
I don't know, my voice fits it, you know.
Yeah. When did you first sing? Like, when did you start singing?
I've been singing, I don't know. How much do you know about my backstory? Not too much.
Not a lot, but just
Oh,
what
yeah?
I would love to talk about on the show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, where did I learn to sing in Spanish?
Yeah.
You know, I've been in prison. Do you know that or no?
No.
You had no idea.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah, that's where I learned to sing in Spanish.
Were you in,
Yeah.
like, what country were you in?
Here.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I learned.
Wow. All right. So,
Maybe
basically...
you want to sit a foot further away?
Oh, see what?
Maybe you want to sit further away from
Oh,
me?
no. I don't
No?
care. No, of course not.
No, a long time ago, back in 96, I did a real high-profile robbery.
Oh, really?
I got caught a couple weeks later, yeah. So I was in prison for quite a while. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And that's where I learned to sing. And, yeah.
So what? Okay, so like, what did you rob? A bank or something?
A place like this.
Kind of true.
Like a
It
restaurant?
really was a music
Yeah, yeah.
rental place.
A music
It
rental
really
place.
was.
Uh-oh, Slavin's
Yeah.
gonna get mad at me now.
It was 20 years ago, though.
I'm
He's
just,
all right
I'm just
now.
messing around.
He's all right now. But for real.
That's crazy.
Pulled up a truck and with crew guys and
Dang.
get down on the ground. Yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah.
you're like an official
It's a long
gangster.
time ago. No, it was a long time ago. It was a different life.
You're not part of that anymore.
No.
Okay. So then,
Long time. 96.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you went to prison, and that's when you learned how to sing.
Learned a
this
lot
kind
of songs in Spanish, and when I got out, I was looking for work and like as a waiter, couldn't find it, and I went down to Overa Street. You know where that is?
Yes, definitely.
Put out a hat, started singing Spanish, and
Yeah.
it took off for me.
Amazing.
About 2 weeks later, I used to go on the
Were they like shocked to see you singing? Because I mean, you're obviously not Spanish. So you don't look Latin
first.
at all. So yeah.
You know, I'm kind of known now, but back, you know, when I first started, yeah.
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 Cool.
You
So
know.
then you started singing in the street, and then
I used to sing that mariachi like real loud, like bop bop bop.
Yeah.
And then over years, I kind of developed my own style, and you know, softer. You know, tap my feet, whistle, and just my own way of doing it.
Cool.
But yeah, so that's how that started. To be honest with you, yeah.
Awesome. And so then, how did this whole thing about the documentary get started? For
Well,
for
you
Aaron
want
to
me
do
to answer? Or
it.
you want?
You're on a roll.
Okay. Well, I was kind of like, I used to sing in the restaurants like Boyle Heights. You remember Boyle Heights?
Yes.
And the LA Times did a story on me, just like a human interest thing, and I never told them about the prison.
Whoa.
And then finally, when they finished the story,
They found
did
out.
They did a criminal background, and they
Uh-oh.
called me. They said, is this true? And I said, yeah. And they said, well, we could stop the story, we can run it, but we like it 10 times as much now. And blah,
Oh
blah, blah.
my
I said,
God.
okay. I said, go ahead. So they came out. It's like 3 pages, and then it led to, different companies contacting me, and that's how that happened. Yeah.
Wow.
So I contacted him
Yeah.
Okay.
from that article.
So you just like saw it and you were like, dude, I need to make this documentary.
I just moved to LA.
Okay.
I was living in East LA, and I read this article. And
Wow.
I was attracted to him for the other reasons other people were. White guy singing in Spanish
Yeah.
in East LA. It was pretty interesting. I studied Spanish,
Cool.
and so I already had
So
it.
did I actually. I
Oh,
used to
really?
be pretty fluent, but I've sort of lost it a bit. I can still understand it pretty well though.
Oh, awesome. So it was intriguing to me, and I contacted him. We sort of hit it off, and then shot for 4 years.
What?
Yeah.
4 years?
Mhm.
So
So-
how much footage did you amass in
lot.
that time?
Hundreds and hundreds of hours.
Wow.
'Cause we followed him everywhere, and we shot all the time. So it's a really interesting experience. He's also in, the places he goes are not the typical places you see in like a travel documentary or something that goes all over. So
Right.
it was really fun. Hard to fit a lot of people. Couldn't get a whole crew in most places.
So
Just
it
be
was
one or
like
two people.
You and a sound person or something? Or,
Yeah, or
Yeah.
our DP. Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I would love to show a little clip of your documentary so that people can get a feel for it.
Awesome.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So here we go. Check it out, guys. This is Mateo.
Hablando de Mathew, tiene una cosa, un ángel en la voz que es increíble, con la dulzura que canta.
Grabar aquí para Mateo es lo máximo, porque tiene músicos ejemplares que tienen una calidad internacional reconocidos a nivel mundial. Y además de eso, son músicos que les sale barato.
Él es muy creativo, porque lo que hace él, se le ocurre a él nada más.
Él hace sus cosas a su manera, con su pensamiento, él, con su musicalidad, él hace lo suyo.
No importa ciudadanía, no importa región, lo que importa es la música.
Mateo es un muy buen músico y él logra lo que quiere desde el punto de vista humano.
Y ahora a caminar.
Él viene aquí a Cuba a grabar con músicos cubanos, eso es lo ideal, lo que hacen todos los músicos del mundo que quieren grabar música cubana. Venir a Cuba a grabar con cubanos.
So now you've got like this whole following.
I used to go on this show right out of prison. I used to go on this show called the Cuanto Cuesta show, which is like a talent contest meets a gong show thing.
Nice.
And so, I used to do comedy on there. One time I came on with a little dress and a big wig as my sister, and like solamente de una vez. So I used to do a lot of comedy on the show. Another episode, I was. Like with a shopping cart and a horn going tamales, like somebody walking down the street. It's just
Stuff like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So
I know
I've been
that
on Spanish TV a lot, like little stuff here and there.
Yeah.
And I got pretty well known among the immigrant community.
Wow,
you
that's
know?
really cool.
Not among the, well, whatever. Okay.
No, yeah, that's great. I love
Yeah.
the story. I actually have watched a lot of different Spanish TV shows, and I think it's really funny because they do like a lot of like sort of slapstick comedy, and it's really fun. And that's cool that you did that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Can we show a clip of you doing on one of those shows?
I don't know if he's got it.
Impossible to find.
Impossible to find. Okay.
I'll take it if you find it.
Okay. Yeah. So after 4 years of shooting, you have this documentary that has just come out in August. And why don't you let everybody know like where they can find it?
It's on iTunes and VOD.
Cool.
That's basically it, and then hopefully other platforms in
Awesome.
the future, as well as places beyond just the U.S. Because right now it's just released in the U.S.
In the US
So
only.
hopefully expanding to other territories.
Yeah.
Soon.
Definitely.
That's where Matthew's biggest audiences are abroad for sure. He's really big in Japan and South Korea right now. Big in
Amazing.
Japan. No, you've sold like many albums there, and you've released a lot more albums there.
Yeah.
Amazing. So have you flown out there and like done a lot of shows and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
How often do you go?
Been there twice now.
Nice.
And then once a year, I
Yeah,
guess.
about once a year.
Annual tour.
Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah.
So do you have your own like record deal set up like for your
little
for your
record deal over there, yeah.
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 That's
Just
exciting.
a couple $1 billion.
Oh, yeah, really, I wish. Yeah.
That's good. That's a good way to get all the foreign market.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I was thinking that it would be really cool for you to sing for us.
Okay.
And you brought your guitar, right?
You want the guitar or the piano or what do you want?
I would love you to sing with your guitar.
All right.
Awesome.
Singing, sitting, standing? Or
Sitting is good.
What kind of like Spanish? English?
Yeah, do the Spanish because that's
Sing
kind of the.
Do you want me to play the chords?
Original, or I could do.
Yeah, do an original song.
Yeah,
like
do
maybe he wants to pick a song. Do you speak Spanish? ¿Habla español?
No.
No. Okay.
He's Persian.
Oh, you're Persian. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a Farsi song. No. Okay. All right. How about like this is one I recently wrote. It's called "Under the Palm Trees," where I first told you I loved you, and that. So this is a typical bolero with maracas, and two guitars, and start with trumpet. Pa 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 pa, da 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 da, da da pa pa da da da, da 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 da. Era una fiesta tu cara cuando atardecía en la playa. Una canción a guitarras, el aire perfumaba. Bajo las palmas te dije te amo y bajo las palmas también te besé y fue un milagro amarte por primera vez. Bajo la luna me diste un eclipse de amor y amar en silencio nos vio. Fue la más breve pasión de amor. I should tune a guitar before I play.
Wow. Amazing!
Well, if you don't speak it, then I'll tell you I just did a beautiful job in Spanish. Perfect Spanish.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was amazing. Really beautiful.
Thank you.
Cool. You have a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and obviously you wrote the song too.
Yeah,
You wrote the lyrics in Spanish.
Kind of recent, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a more faster like dance song
Nope.
sort of thing? No.
No.
Okay.
Next
cool.
question.
Next question. Cool. No problem. I was just saying because I love salsa. So.
You do?
Yes. Yes.
You get into Bossa Nova a little. That's slower though.
Yeah.
Right? No?
Like this from this guy's country. Yeah, I've been doing a Bossa Nova record, but yeah, don't ask me to play it. I don't. Yeah.
No.
We're not there yet.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Cool.
All right.
When you were doing this documentary, how did you get the support to do something for that, for that whole time, like 4 years? And
It was a lot of hard work. It was a combination of grants, providing financing ourselves, and then getting financiers in the end. But also keeping costs really low, like a typical low budget production for sure. And it was tough because we knew we wanted to shoot a lot and all the time in all these different places. So it wasn't something where we had time to even like assemble a crew for shoots, because he would call us, Aaron, the most important thing is happening in my life, come over. And we just have to be prepared for that and gear up for those things. So it was difficult, but it worked out in the end for sure.
what would you say was one of the highlights of the times when you were following him?
Going to Havana, I mean, that was the first time I went to Cuba.
Whoa.
With him was incredible. Because he'd been going there since like 2001.
Yeah.
Right? So he'd been there 30 times maybe. And then we got to go with him, and it's just the access that Mathew has there is incredible. And he recorded his album in like one of the oldest music studios in Havana called Acclaim. It's where Buena Vista Social Club recorded their album, but it's also where like Nat King Cole would record when he would do a couple songs in Spanish, because he has a couple songs that are famous they did in Spanish. And so it had this like very storied history, and it was amazing to just see Mathew there just fitting right in, you know. So it felt like seeing Mathew in Havana, he was more at home than in LA, which is really interesting. It was an interesting contrast.
Wow.
So that was beautiful, fun to witness as a filmmaker and just as a person visiting, you know, just as a tourist.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are you planning on doing like some sort of a tour, like a big show in different countries and places like that?
Can you hook it up?
Yeah, right?
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
We'll find some people.
If you own a label, please call.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm sure. I mean, obviously you have fan bases in all sorts of countries, so you should be. That's gonna have to happen.
Yeah, I hope you get a manager or a label out of all this. You deserve it.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah. But it would be nice. He toured a lot. We showed the film for a year at different festivals, and he played after the film each time. So it was a nice little concert, like with the presentation of the film. So you got a little sense of American reception there, for sure.
Do you ever have other people playing with you, or is it just you and your guitar?
That's usually just me.
Yeah.
But when you record, you have a full orchestra.
I check, I don't want to start cutting the check in half, third.
That's true.
Yeah.
Poor
Plus I have
artist, man. He's got to get some cash flow going on.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I got my own style, so.
Yeah. I could just imagine though, like a whole big backup band.
Well,
you know.
in Cuba I record a lot of people, orchestras, yeah.
Yeah, dozens of musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounds really amazing. So is that recorded album out and available for people to buy right now?
No.
No.
Soon, hopefully.
It will be though, right?
Yeah.
Good. So do you have a website where people can go and buy your songs?
Not really, no.
Okay.
It's all great ideas. We should just take some notes here.
It's quite an interview already.
Sorry.
Are we heading into a little bit of dead weight in the interview? No. Sorry about that.
No, it's totally
You
fine.
want to pick it up a little bit?
No, well,
Right.
you do have some music available. That's how most people find you, is they Google.
I have an old CD.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to be releasing a soundtrack for the documentary, which is all original music, but not the exact music that will be in his album that he makes in the movie. But you'll be releasing that album soon, so hopefully people will be able to get that, because that's my favorite music.
Sometime before I die.
Well, I hope so. Come on now.
Okay. Anyway.
That's going to be your next thing then.
Okay.
We'll have to have your CD available so people can buy it and they can download it online, and there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
It's
that.
beautiful.
Come on.
So how about, would you like to sing us another song?
Okay. Guitar, piano.
Guitar. Yes.
English, Spanish.
English this time.
You want,
Should we just spin the wheel?
Normally I stand when I sing. I feel it's kind of hard.
Is it?
But I mean,
Do you
I
wanna
don't
stand?
I don't want to miss the room that I know you got to frame just right.
Yeah.
We can, I do old songs like what, like I don't know what
Should
songs.
do an original. Come on.
I don't know in English.
Do The one you say in Unices with.
In English, though, I don't know.
No,
I don't
it's
have
in
any
Spanish.
How about?
Stars shining up above you.
You know this one?
Yes.
Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you.
Afterwards, he's gonna go, why did you do that in English?
Birds sing among the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me.
It's a little long, but you can edit later.
Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave your worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me.
Chug, chug, chug.
Beautiful. So, did you first discover that you could sing while you were in prison, or had you sung before that?
I'd sung before that, but I had kind of like a Kermit voice. Remember, you know Kermit?
Yeah, I do.
Like a little bit of a frog. You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
really, it wasn't, you know. But it just took years and years of doing it. You know, I started singing out of desperation. You know, I needed money. And, but gradually I kind of came up with my own style. You know, I'm still developing.
So you
But,
just trained it to sound like that, because from practicing and practicing.
I don't, it's not really trained. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
it's just what I like. And, yeah.
That's cool.
Most people hear it and they think it's a woman. Seriously, I'm not making a joke. You know, they hear my tape and they say, "Oh, it's a woman."
Well, it's like the Bee Gees, right? They had the higher pitched sound and stuff. It's a certain sound, and I think even.
But I'm all man. I'm not, you know. But
No, you're
the,
not.
The voice is
right.
woman.
It's not,
Yep.
not a woman. It's a
My
man.
voice is pretty.
You have a pretty voice.
You do have a pretty voice.
But I'm a man. Okay.
That's
There you go. He has a couple. I don't know if you
You
noticed.
got a
his-
mic here too. Look at that.
You have a couple. He has a couple cool things that you notice about his style. Like he taps on his guitar. I don't know if you want to hold this up. You can see it. And so he taps so much that there's an indent
This is a
here.
newer guitar. My old guitar is just.
So much tapping that you made this.
Yeah, an indent. And then you also notice
This is
that.
newer though. I've just had this one like 6 months or so. Yeah.
And also when he sings, he reflects his voice off the top of the guitar, so it amplifies it a bit because his voice is very soft. So it's really interesting if you watch him play. Well, he's also lefty, but he sings off the top. And he
I'm
taps.
not really a guitar player though. I'm more a piano player. Yeah.
Yes, you were playing piano while we were waiting, and it was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So now that you have this documentary out, what are your plans? Like, I know you have this new album that you recorded in Havana, and do you have, something that you're going to be doing next? You don't know yet. Are you still writing a lot of music?
Yeah, writing all the time. Yeah.
How much? Like, give us.
Like I'm going to Brazil in 2 weeks. I've been recording on Brazil.
Nice.
So right now I'm trying to get some songs ready for that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So let's give a typical day of in your life. Like you sit and just sort of record songs, make up. How many songs do you make up?
I should show her my schedule book. I work. Although some people say music's not work, but I do 3 or 4 gigs every day. Every day. I'm always driving here, driving there, I did 3 today before I came here.
Really?
Yeah. I just came from one.
He's not playing in restaurants anymore. So he's booking gigs in retirement communities.
Parties, nursing homes. I work a lot with Alzheimer's, anything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you're making a living doing what you love, so that's what matters. What does it have to get all of your songs out there and make it so people can buy them?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Cool. It's important.
And I know, Aaron, you said that this is your first feature-length film that you've been working on. before that, I know you had some short films and things.
Mm-hmm. I worked on a lot of shorts. Cool. I've been doing video and film for many years since growing up, and I did a little visual anthropology and documentary work in college, and that just sort of segued to this. And I edit a lot, which is what I do sort of on the side of directing.
Cool.
And after I did this documentary, I actually edited another feature. It's another music documentary, but on a famous LA DJ named Steve Aoki.
Oh, wow.
That will be coming out.
Exciting.
From months to a year from now.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
You have a lot of great variety of music here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool. I just think it's so unique that, you have gotten into this kind of music, and, your style of your singing and everything. It's very different, and I think people are going to really like it when they hear it.
So, thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You did it.
Congratulations on the documentary being finished.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely an endeavor. It's really fun, though.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Lots of adventures and places to go and visit in LA.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for watching Aaron and Mateo on
The Red Booth.
Every book that I have published has been the best I could do with a story that I really cared about and believed in.
What was it to be finally on the other side of the camera? Because, you've been doing all these projects and,
Yeah, it was incredible. It was, I honestly, I enjoyed it as much as I enjoy acting. I really loved it.
So I was up one night and I came up with Crazy Town. I also always loved Dogtown. I was a skater kid. And I kind of just meshed them together. I was like, Crazy Town.
Yeah, well, originally I became an actor with the idea that I could work as little as possible and then just play rock and roll.
I started out when I was 4 years old.
I was filming The Mentalist while we were filming the movie, so...
I'm just glad. Andrew's been very good to me.
You're kind of being a badass in that one.
A little bit, But, life has just gotten better, and...
Man, everybody gotta learn from the bottom up. Everybody.
We, about 8 months ago, went to the police and said, this is what happened to my dad.
My old band, Dead Kennedys, had broken up. We've since reformed.
I think anytime you do anything creative, it's got to be a little bit like having sex. Wait, no, I'll explain what I mean.